Great. Okay, then, Mr. Smith. Question: what is your disability and how does it affect you on a daily basis?
So I'm a full-time wheelchair user, power wheelchair user, and I have spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy.
Right.
I don't have use of I have limited use of my arms and my legs.
Right here, okay. And the daily effects are pretty broad, aren't they? Mobility.
Yeah, mobility. I need to be hoisted for all transfers, and that basically means that I am in a wheelchair full time, as I said.
Yeah.
And that's the importance of that is so that I remain in a good posture throughout the day.
Right here. Okay, great. Thank you. How long have you had your current vehicle?
About a year, I think.
And that's the vehicle we're looking at, isn't it? It's the T6.
Indeed.
Excellent.
T6 4Motion.
Excellent, excellent. I remember the logo as well. And 1 second. Is it your first vehicle from Lewis Reed?
No, this is my third one actually. In
Third.
Third.
Okay.
Yeah, I've used Lewis Reed for a number of years now, and I really like the quality and the output of their vehicles. It's really good quality because you don't just get a car; you get actually a mobile solution.
Right here.
So it's not just the basic shell and wheels. It's looking at how we can my mobile office. It can become a care center. It can become a place to go on vacation. It can be an office, as you say.
Yeah.
They're so versatile.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there is that. It's the thing, isn't it? That's sort of different by design. Is the tagline of Lewis Reed, and that seems, from what I've seen of the company, that seems to be pretty good. A pretty good way of describing, how they work, how they fit out vehicles.
And I also love their after-sales support as well.
Excellent.
So they're with you throughout the journey, kind of thing. It's not just they don't just sell you a vehicle and off you go.
Yeah.
They kind of know you and they get to know you and they get to know each other. Sorry, got to take this call.
Okay, I'll put it on pause. 1 second. Okay, resume. Recording in progress. Okay, let's hope it works. It all joins up. Right. Okay. How did do you recall how you first heard about Lewis Reed and why you decided to go with Lewis Reed?
Through Disability Now.
Right. Yeah.
I subscribed to Disability Now, and they had a big one-page advert, colour advert in Disability Now, which is obviously one of the biggest distributors of disability news.
Yeah.
So yeah, I obviously knew other people that had taken used Lewis Reed in the past. So part recommendation, part advertising.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
After researching quite a few companies.
Yeah.
The quality of their vehicles is what did it for me, really.
Good.
Quality of the conversion.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Why did you choose this particular vehicle?
Well, as I said in my previous answer, really, the versatility of the vehicles is immense. What you can, the seating position, the ability to pull up privacy blinds,
right?
So you can park anywhere and perform personal care as you need to. You can, as I said, you can have a meeting, you can, but also the fact I can be sitting in the middle of the vehicle, or I can sit up front because I've got the option to, I got 2 wheelchair positions. I've got the ISO position, which is the one in the middle of the vehicle, and then I've got the up front passenger position as well.
Okay, so this, I mean, Ross, as you can see, this is what you're talking about. This is the middle, isn't it? The retaining.
Yes.
Okay, and then you've got the up front.
I can't see you moving it.
Oh.
Am I meant to be able to see it?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm sharing. Okay. Now, can you see? Can you see now?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So hopefully this is being recorded as well. Yeah, so we got the up front, and we got, as you mentioned, the ISO, whatever it is here, the middle. Yeah, and the blind, yeah, again, as you mentioned, the blind. So I'm just going to log back in and get the questions. Yep. Okay, adaptations. I mean, what adaptations have you done, or are there that actually meet your requirements?
I got 2 tie-down points with some bulldog clips at the front to keep my chair secure on the front of the frame.
Yeah.
They tie onto 2 dedicated tie-down points.
Rightio. Okay.
And then right at the rear of the chair, you've got some tie-down points, as you can see.
Yep.
And basically, you've got some carabiner clips that go over the frame.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, a safety strap that goes over my shoulder.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, so that is again versatile, and I know from again from using from using the vehicle with you, another aspect is that you could actually have someone else, a second wheelchair, in as another passenger, can't you?
Yeah.
The way it's set up.
And I can remove the rear seat quite easily as well.
Great.
Which allows for safe for luggage, and when I go away for business or when I go away for leisure.
Yeah. Great. Okay, another question. What do you particularly like about the vehicle? Other things that, really, you really think are good about it?
Hello?
Yeah, what do you particularly like about the vehicle? Is there anything that you particularly like?
I like the fact you're not, unlike a caddy,
yeah,
you're where you're all closed in and you haven't got much room. This vehicle, even in the upfront position, still allows you to have the feeling of freedom. So you can completely, maybe use a laptop.
Yep.
You can tilt your chair back as you're going on a long journey.
Yeah.
So there's lots of, unlike a commercial vehicle, it actually does feel like a good quality people carrier.
Right. Okay. I remember that you talking about that from the demos.
Which I think is, actually, as a wheelchair user that does a lot of travel, it does allow you to feel like you're in a standard car. As opposed to a cattle truck that may have been kind of converted half-heartedly.
Right, and it's worth. I think it's worth mentioning, just because I mean, obviously I know, but I think it's worth pointing out that before COVID, you were doing minimum of 2 hours commute per working day in this car, weren't you?
Yeah, that's correct. So I was traveling, doing a lot of motorway driving, a lot of country roads.
Yeah.
And spending, a good 4 hours a day, as you say, in the vehicle. So,
and that's a good.
I think I road tested them quite well.
Yeah.
And this one, of course, has got the full motion, which allows for four-wheel drive if needed.
Ah, okay, excellent, great. How does it compare to? Oh, sorry, another question, wrong one. What difference has having this vehicle made, would you say, compared to others that you've had?
I think this has certainly been the most superior. If I go through all the different disability vehicles I've had throughout my life, this is certainly offering me the most. And I got this one actually, interestingly, through the Nearly New program, which allowed me to have a bit more flexibility and didn't mean that I had to buy a brand new vehicle. Because like us all at the moment, we're looking for the most elegant solution. So, but I really like this because it's, when you get out of the vehicle, it doesn't look like you're getting out of the wheelchair vehicle. You could just be a standard customer in a standard vehicle, but actually it just so happens that I use a wheelchair. I quite like that.
Yes. Yep. Great. Okay. How do you find Lewis Reed as a company? You've mentioned.
I like the fact that they get to know you. They build a relationship with you as a customer.
Yep.
And I think every company would strive to do that, but they actually do get to know you. They get to know what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
And they get to know your whole situation. So the guy came, the representative came and met with me at my home for about 4 or 5 hours. We went through the vehicle in detail. We went out on a test drive. I saw several vehicles before I decided on this one. And a conversion company, maybe I think Lewis Reed just take that extra bit of time and care to make sure that the solution that they're suggesting for you can actually work.
Excellent. Okay.
And be a long-term solution. Because let's face it, no one wants to be changing their vehicle every year.
No. Great.
It's a big investment.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of hassle as well. Okay, moving onwards. Would you recommend Lewis Reed?
I would. I think I find they're very, very approachable. They like to try and go the extra mile for people and see what can be you give them a challenge, and they're more than able most often to meet that challenge and find a solution that works for you. I mean, it's very much a vehicle isn't just a vehicle, it's part and parcel. It becomes part and parcel of your life when you do as much travel as I do.
Yes, it says. No, I see it. Yeah.
I probably spend more time in the vehicle when I'm traveling than I do at home, so it has to be right.
Excellent. Okay, last 2 questions. Jim, what, if anything, could Lewis Reed have done more or done better to improve your buying experience? Do you think there's anything they could have done?
I suppose always the same kind of things that you always hear is keep you fully up to date with what's going on all the time.
Yeah.
I think sometimes as the end customer, you can sometimes feel when you're buying anything, it doesn't matter whether it's a vehicle, a cooker, any large item that has several steps on the line.
Yeah.
Have many opportunities for that to go wrong. So it's about trying to keep everybody informed as much as possible. I've had dealings with Christian right at the director level, right down to the sales floor. So I feel like I know the company really well.
Excellent. Great. Last question. Okay, did you have any disappointments or did you feel let down? Did anything go wrong? And if so, what happened?
I think some of the time frames had to be moved, and that was disappointing, but I don't think it was anyone's fault. I think I bought my vehicle through a Motability program.
Right.
And a lot of my issues were rooted at the Motability side of things.
Right, I see, okay.
So that was unfortunate, but the main thing to say is that, we managed to find a solution that worked for all parties, all parties, which, when you're busy, when you're working as much as I do, a thing like a car, which is a massive investment, if that's all taken care of by a specialist team who know what they're doing and are willing to work with you around your requirements, then that's obviously got to be worth their weight in gold.
Perfect. Great. Any other comments?
No, I would just endorse using Lewis Reed as a provider, because I think that the industry standard, they're certainly raising the bar.
Excellent. Okay.
They live by their motto, different by design. And I think that you see a lot of companies playing by their logo, but actually not many actually walk the walk.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's quite refreshing, really. Good.
Great, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Russ. I'm going to see if this actually has worked and what the recording is like. 1 second.